the other day. Now, I think that sets us up for a pretty intense second map where everything is on the line. And you know what that drop means, ladies and gentlemen? Get your hands together, because it's Counter-Strike time.
Yes, as we get into the pistol round here between 100 Thieves and MIBR. Map number 2 and the pick of the Thieves. Will they be able to steal this one away, though, as they sit 0-1 down in the series? MIBR looking to get their first victory of the Pro League on the board. And it could start here and now. Grenade being set by Fallen off the contact of Fur, but that contact is not good. He gets blown out of the water. KNG has to pick up the pieces of this round, and Fallen will assist the killer piece. They're hanging around despite the low HP, staying at the top of B. The smoke down will delay 100 Thieves, and they're going to double back towards the A site.
Yeah, smokes are certainly something to be reckoned with as a sort of a 6-man for each team. Sick one tap there for the side of Taco. And when I do mean a 6-man for each team, I'm talking about on this map specifically, and just how these choke points can get just cut off. Grenade hitting KNG in the chest, and he's going to dance around a little bit. Just 2 players alive for 100 Thieves, Lias and Azza. They're going to find their way into the site, and that's a big kill for Azza. That's going to enable a bomb plant. And with the 3 players left alive at MIBR, they're going to let that happen. They can't press it too much. It's not worth losing the round. Perhaps they can just do the retake. They're going to go for it here. Lias with 1. Perhaps this 2-on-2 doesn't go the way of MIBR.
Yeah, this is a difficult one, especially with Fallen going in first on low HP and just dying to a one-shot. Lias sees the man in the pit. He goes wide. Taco's gone as well, and it's Mayan in a 1-on-2. 100 Thieves, great job of ducking back inside of the site and not giving anything up to Mayan. Azza will close it, and it's the pistol for 100 Thieves on this T side. That's a 2-on-4 as well. After Taco gets that mid-1 tap, 100 Thieves walk back into B in a 2-on-2. They get the kills, they get the plant, and they close out the after plant as well.
Good work, Kassad. Smiley face. That's sweet.
It's certainly a good stat to have when you're coming in a map down in this series. But like Harry said earlier, I mean, we just saw MIBR win this map yesterday. So they're prepared, they're ready. And they had a great T side as well. They went 7-0 in T rounds. It was to close the map. Fury weren't able to field a single CT round, which is a bit of a surprise. But what we did know from that series is both those Brazilian teams, MIBR here, are better on the T side than the CT side. So 100 Thieves at least comfortable for now, and they're going to take the advantage in this round as well.
Yeah, they're set up outside of the A site for 100 Thieves. They're going to have to try and get past Maya and Taco, but it shouldn't represent too much of a problem. That needs a lot of damage onto Azza. Can the Deagles down here in the pit find anything? Taco does manage to light up the first man, but will that be the last man he's able to deal with? You definitely imagine so. Yeah, not going to work today, Taco. I like the idea. But when there's only a smoke in the pit and you are in the pit, I feel like there's not many places you could be hiding.
Every single person in the site looking at you now. Fixated on your position, through the walls, and right next to you. So yeah, another round here for the 100 Thieves.
Obviously, had to drop the smoke, right, because of the Molotov coming in. But we often see, like, that's the only choice you have in that situation, is to sit and hide and hope that something goes wrong. And it doesn't. So 100 Thieves, they'll get the conversion. They go 2-0 up. Fur and Fallen, they're able to hold on it to the Scout and Deeg combination. Also, these smoke grenades, they're going to prove pretty valuable for MIBR. They can try and delay these plays now for 100 Thieves as much as possible heading into this third round.
The old delay play, but they won't have much behind it if they want to run that. Not even 5 smokes. So just taking an eco here and letting 100 Thieves go about their business on the T side, the 3-0 lead that we come to expect here. Force buys have not been too successful for MIBR in this series. KNG's back on the scout. Been throwing that over. Going to look for the mid pick here. Try and take a wide angle. Oh, 2 for 1. Good bit of damage, laying up Jacob and Lias down to 50 and 30 respectively. Going to swap positions and let Lias take the banana. MIBR with no utility other than these smokes to fight for this, so they'll just smoke it off and back off safely inside of B. 4 players here. Double boost as well in CT. Yeah, thank you, Rush. Even zooming us out further. Just Not the most standard setup, but let's see what it does find here. The thing is, the reason this boost is good is because the man on the, Taco, usually if he's on this and CT gets smoked, he can kind of hide and crouch behind the CT smoke and then peek when they're going for the plant on coffins, and you won't often check it as a T. But with a double boost, you're seeing that no matter how many smokes are down. But 100 Thieves, they won't see it at all. They're going A.
Yeah, at least over here to top mid for the time being. Still a chance that this round can get out of hand thanks to these scout tags from KNG. But yeah, MIBR look like they might just save this one. If they're allowed, if they're given permission. And Azza has not signed the permission slip for KNG. In fact, never mind, never mind. He did. He actually did. They found it. It was in his bag.
The dog ate it.
Yeah.
So, just sign a new one, no problems. Does take a lot of damage, 4-on-4. Don't see a world where MIBR grab the bomb back, but, well, they're certainly going to try to get themselves some frags before this round ends. Taco set up from Cubby. Got some teammates of Mayern and KNG hanging around towards Library and Arch. Okay.
That's another collateral tag, but not a kill again. Liaz, that's the second time he's been collateraled in this round by KNG. Like a pin cushion. Oh, the bomb finishes what KNG couldn't quite manage, and Fur is able to snipe a Galil out from that round.
If he went further, the second player there was 10 health, so that was almost a definite kill for Fur, but he wasn't to know that. Will take the gun and run along. Fallen's picked it up, and KNG's taking the AWP on the CT side. So standard stuff here for MIBR. He'll be taking that in towards A. No AWP yet for 100 Thieves, but they are very keen to run full AKs and Kriegs on this T side. You don't always even see them, considering the AWP on Grat, unless they're having a tough time dealing with a CT one. And they certainly might have a problem dealing with KNG. He sits close in middle, watching that second mid peak. But 100 Thieves are all over the apartments right now. They should be able to swing after KNG shoots. There's no one here to stop. He gets a kill. There's the swing, and it comes out perfectly. Jacob trading with a Molotov down on long. Good clear for 100 Thieves as they set their sights towards A. Only one man here, Mayern. He's shown us great work from this A site before. He's got to do it again, but he's got no teammates.
Yeah, let's see. Can he stand and also deliver? He's getting tagged. And we'll get finished off. All three of these players are within inches of certain death. Fur, not to know this, however, in this 1-on-3. If he's able to get one, then you bet he's interested. You bet he's going for it. But it's a big old if. Azza and Gratisfaction have this crossfire set up. Spots the head of Grat. And the double peak comes through. The trade found almost immediately. It's a 4-0 start now for 100 Thieves. A fifth loaded in the chamber as the money from MIBR is almost out. I say that. They've got an AWP on Fallen.
7,000 total rounds play with the current roster.
That's several rounds, actually.
Quite a few rounds, Trace.
That's a lot of tech pauses, a lot of timeouts.
And even more Counter-Strike. 4-0 lead here for 100 Thieves. Money for MIBR slipping away. They've bought an AWP in this round. That's it, though. Pistol armor around him with an SMG. Fallen, he gets hit in the face with that Molotov, and it will slow him down on his retreat. Definitely the most infuriating bug in this game. Or feature, as some people call them.
It's not bad.
It really is. It's going to get worse. Mayern flashed out and pushed off the angle. It's a clean execute for 100 Thieves coming through the apartment. Motor smokes down, and long play cut off. KNG has nothing to do with this round, and Fallen shouldn't even really risk this AWP. May as well just save. Ooh. Careful.
Oh, hits that shot, and he had to. If you give that AWP away in this round, you are very, very sad if you're MIBR. Not going to happen. They actually hold very, very aggressively here at long. But no one from 100 Thieves nearby to shut it down, and that's a 5-0 lead. So this has gone off to the exact same start that Train did, but in inverse. Are we now going to see MIBR bounce back?
Would be about the time to start. Retaining that AWP is a good step, and also Fur with a Krieg.
Well, this is the polar opposite to what we had on Train. It was MIBR leading 5-0 on the T side of that map to begin. How the tables have turned. 100 Thieves flipping furniture as they find 5-0 on this T side. MIBR back in with guns. Double AWP again. KNG and Fallen. Let's see what they can do.
Taco peeking in to the apartments. That Molly's going to force a player down towards him. Jacob starts to hunt the kill and then decides against it.
Runs into the Molly.
Not part of the plan, I assume.
Yeah, I think he just thought there was less time left on it. Yeah. That's very, very unfortunate for Jacob there. But as is the way with Mollies in Counter-Strike.
Funny part is he almost gets spammed through the wall.
Yeah, I saw that. A couple of stray bullets coming in.
This is fast.
Yeah, they try and speed up the pace. And in doing so, they're left in the firing line of Taco and Burt.
Ooh.
Taco and Maya dealt with inside of the bomb site. JKS and Jacob. The double J is left standing here for 100 Thieves. And they do the damage onto KNG. Now down to this 2-on-2. But oh dear. Oh no. That is not what you want. The bomb belongs to MIBR. And the bomb site without a bomb, it's just incomplete.
Just a site.
It's just a place on the map.
Wow, Fallen, nice aggressive position. Jacob didn't expect them out of the apartments, and JKS thought someone was long, but not as close as they come. Fur will clean up the round, and MIBR hold their own. Taco, big couple of kills as well from the pit side. He does his fair share of damage. Actually only gets one, so it's Maya, Taco, and Fur to get a defensive kill before the trades come in. And just a fast, flashless execute for 100 Thieves. Well, a bombless execute as well. They could have had a chance to plant in a 2-on-2 there with MIBR outside of the site, but instead it will be the Brazilians finding their first CT round. Back to B for 100 Thieves, it would appear.
And it's still a popular tourist destination here between the two teams. Fallen taking a shot, can't seem to find his way around the wall, and Sliaz on the reply with the Krieg. That does open some possibilities, some opportunities, moreover, here in the B site. He's creeping around towards Coffin is Fur. He's going to get there. They're going to have already smoked it off. I think he meant to double Molotov there, but it just slips out of his hand, I suppose. And speaking of slipping out of hand, it's going to be Jacob taken out by Marin over in the A site. Now the full-on B hit is here. They've fully committed to this project. For waiting on reinforcements backs up just a little bit.
Yeah, he was hoping Taco had a flash, playing close to that smoke, wanting to be a hero, diving through. With no utility, there's really no chance. At least not for the moment. He's got to wait for his team to come through, and now 2 Molotovs, 2 flashes, 3 smokes. I mean, they're full of grenades. Are they full of kills? Azza going to look to fill them with bullets. Up on the boost, that's a nice grenade. MIBR taking their sweet time, then they got to move, they got to come, and Azza is waiting atop the boost. He's just going to fall off, play the bomb. It's ticking away from MIBR, and the kills are coming all in for the Aussies. KNG saving the AWP. He won't even get a chance. Gratisfaction, free AWP at your feet. Take it and run. He will choose not to.
Good grief, what a shot.
That was proper filth.
6-1, the score reads. This is good stuff here from 100 Thieves after they get in the site, too. MIBR trying to do the right thing, play a little slower, perhaps be given the kills rather than having to go out and take them. It's just not the way it all came together in the end.
No, and that's the thing. Considering how much utility they had in the retake, it really felt like that round could have been a lot more from MIBR. Yeah. I think they're going to be disappointed with how that one pans out. You know, they go into that retake with like 2 Molotovs, 2 smokes, a bunch of flashbangs. They were set to make that round their own. Fallen with a cheeky peek onto JKS, and he is never ready for that any day of the week. I don't think I've seen someone go for that kind of peek at a... I mean, I can't think of a time I've ever seen anyone do it ever, but I love it. You love to see it. And KNG's Deagle delivers another. MIBR are trying to make something of this round in which they only have these Deags around that solo AWP. They've got it close, and now the final hurdle left to climb is Liaz. The final hurdle, though, can sometimes be the biggest of them all. A minute left on this clock, and Liaz, time is his only ally right now.
He wants to be fed. He's posted up here, just boosted himself. KNG has been on one this round. Gonna go for the fake plant before the smoke dissipates. AWP peeking out for Coffins, finds the kill. There you go, MIBR with the second one.
Yeah, Fallen with 2, KNG with 3. It's a team effort from 2. And MIBR, that's exactly where they find themselves on the CT side. Some great deed shots here as they enter the site.
Yeah, and KNG's the reason that this round gets so close.
Oh, yeah. Couldn't even see the last dude, just spamming that left click. And 100 Thieves will spam F1. They're going into a tactical timeout. Brought to you by the US Air Force. They're going to take a breather. Despite the 2 rounds here for MIBR, they were separate rounds, so 100 Thieves have kept the CT economy on its toes. That was an eco win, or a force rather, with an AWP and pistols. MIBR are going to be reaping the rewards of winning that round, but if 100 Thieves can win here, it will again break that economy.
But the pendulum swings both ways here. Both teams finding themselves in that same situation.
Hard times.
And hard times sometimes call for desperate measures. Wondering what 100 Thieves are going to try and bring to the table in this one with this mismatched buy. Over here on this T side, that MAC-10 on Azza certainly adds some intrigue. Might look to speed things up a bit in this round.
The tactical timeout is over. We are back into it. Looks like a heavy A point here. And that does create an issue. KNG is going to be the one to actually just totally shut this down right away.
Oh.
Unanswered. No one's home for the 100 Thieves. They get no kills in that round. Complete devastation from the side of MIBR.
That's actually nuts that it ends so quickly as well, considering the investment that 100 Thieves throw into that. MIBR come out of it with 5 players staying alive, and they're going to feel very, very happy about that. Now money's looking good. Those Kriegs were retrieved. I mean, the majority of them already held forward. The only man who doesn't have one now is Fur. That's because he's found himself over towards the B site in that round there. So no Krieg action for him. Taco gets a crossover here in middle. A player up in the T apartments with a Krieg is a terrifying sight indeed. And so it might be better for JKS to just reroute away from alt mid and give this up entirely. They're going to try and deal with Burt, and Azza will manage to get a shot off. Rotations come through from KNG. Early Bird catches the worm, and he'll catch them there with that bit of Molotov damage to deny the push into this B bomb site. So now with 2 players here, MIBR, they can take a moment. They can take a breather here in this 4-on-3.
Oh, that's close. Second time around is better. Fallen has support as well. The Krieg has come to play, and KNG makes quick work of the eco in the banana. 4 rounds for MIBR. We've just been waiting for these rifles, and now they'll come through for 100 Thieves. 4K, just about enough if you want bare bones buy with the AK and flash smoke. That's exactly what they'll go for. Even got Galils and UMPs on the 1-2-1. A little bit more to play with. Noble, someone's got to do it. And those will be coming through for Liaz and Azza. Deep flashes into middle. 100 Thieves running up banana though. This utility from MIBR has been pretty decent, all things considered. And the Molotovs again put a player in the middle. Liaz has to smoke or he will die. And he still might. Down to 5. The grenade, oh dear, puts him on 2. He is very lucky. This early rotation could be a bit of a problem as well. Fur's alone at B. Taco's gone back towards long because they didn't see that much in B, and 100 Thieves was just sneaking up banana, slow and steady. Now the pace gets rampant. The rotate back in the Fallen might be too late. Fur's only got 1 on the site. No CT smoke. Nothing down too late as Fallen gets a kill in JKS. The bomb getting grenaded out of the coffins, and Fallen has just saved this round for MIBR. It could have gotten hairy. It could have gotten scary, but now it's just Azza stuck in a clutch.
Yeah, 1-on-4. And nowhere to go but in the crosshairs. MIBR keeping it competitive here, 6-5. Double op out for the CTs. Fur should have no problem getting himself a weapon between him and his teammates at least. And then you look at the dismal money situation over on 100 Thieves. Probably didn't think they were going to be dipping into the retirement fund this early. Here they are nonetheless, Harry Russell.
Yeah, Fallen doing so much to make that round doable, right? And he's looked so damn good thus far in this matchup. Leaves you feeling bad for 100 Thieves, because it feels like this is the MIBR we've been waiting to see all Pro League long, right?
Yeah.
Finally arriving in this server. They've taken the last 4 rounds in a row, and a 5th could be right around the corner with this low investment from 100 Thieves. Speaking of right around the corner, this banana play has Taco about to round on down and look for something. That nade's done a lot of damage, and Fallen has been good at these wall shots on every Inferno game we've seen MIBR play yet, and that will continue. That Molotov forces these players to either take the fight or die, and they will do both in that order. Just JKS left standing, 1v5. And I love JKS, but this is a round that should never go through. Missed shot there from Fallen gives him a chance. Let's find the 1D, but not the second time around. Fur with 3, Fallen with 2, and a 6th round on the board for MIBR.
Yeah, you talk. Oh, go ahead.
No,
Trace.
you go
No,
ahead.
mate. After you, it's the British way.
No,
You know, I have to pass it over.
Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and pass it over to, well, I was going to say Rushley, but first, let me just say how unlucky Liaz got right there. He gets naded into oblivion, trying to boost his teammate up, and then op to the wall. I think Fallen has caught several people like that.
Yes, I was exactly going to follow up on that point, Trace. Yesterday in that Inferno game versus Furia, Fallen got like 4 kills through the wall. And, you know, the amount of combinations between orb shots and grenades bouncing around that corner and getting a kill without an enemy even seeing him was just prolific.
It's hell on Earth.
Yeah.
Well, not Earth, but...
Hell in Inferno, that's for sure, because things heating up. Fallen, he will get overwhelmed in this round, though. The utility is good. KNG is waiting, but he knows it can come up from long, so he's got to be careful. Mayan covering his back. At Fur getting caught in the well, he will be thrown down into the depths below as 100 Thieves wrap the B site. It's empty. The second B player, Taco, is pushed all the way down middle and is only just now about to realize the terrible truths of the Thieves.
Yeah, and with this rotation, they might have just stolen this round away from MIBR. Bomb plant in, and with the rotation being so far away, you know, money's good for MIBR. They can justify giving this a look in. But so much time is going to be taken off of that clock just on the back of getting these players into position. And another problem here for MIBR is they don't own anywhere on the map that's relevant right now. They've got T-Ramp, and this is the only safe zone they have. So they would have to clear all these angles as they go up through Banana. They're still looking for a fight, which ballsy to say the very least. However, it's not ballsy if they win every fight. And they win all but one. Az is going to be allowed to hold on to this Krieg, at least for the time being. And a 7th round will appear on the board for 100 Thieves. They're not quite able to deal with Azza. But you like the idea from MIBR. They hunt down all those kills and sacrifice the Kriegs of their own on this CT side just so they can try and set themselves up for these final 2 rounds of the half. They know that with so much damage done, you forced reinvestments on everyone on the 100 Thieves side. And your money's great if you're MIBR. You know, you're not even breaking a sweat over that because there's not enough rounds left in the half for it to come back to hurt you. So they really chase down those kills. And now it was all with the goal in mind of picking this round up and solidifying an 8-7 half on the back of breaking 100 Thieves money. Is that going to work in practice, though?
Love this setup towards Porch here. Taco boosted up. It's got 100 Thieves a little wearisome about peeking out here. Completely blind. His teammates are there to keep him alive just a little bit longer. It's MIBR with 3 in this round. He's done enough.
Yeah, the reason that setup is so sick is Mayan is tucked under the porch. He's playing anti-flash. Taco, full white, 30 bullet spray, doesn't hit a thing, doesn't get a kill, but he draws the attention. You see Mayan looking into the wall. He swings out on that flashbang, he goes back, he goes forward, and then he mows down 3. Just in and out about not letting 100 Thieves isolate him, even with the support of the AWP on the long corner. MIBR mow down the middle take. 7-7. This is quite the recovery from MIBR, winning 6 out of the last 7 rounds. 7 out of the last 8. Now they look for an 8th as a fast B play for Azza, and it's just Azza. His team getting mollied off behind him, not with the fastest of spawns. And we might see MIBR try and push the limits here. Flashback in for Taco. The molly and smoke keeps 100 Thieves honest. And Taco's now trapped as well. It's another wallbang for Fallen. Add it to the list.
Is that wall even there for Fallen? Can we check on that? Because this is terrifying, the consistency. Oh, Gratisfactions, Mac 10 has found 2, and suddenly this round is looking like 100 Thieves round at the end of the half. This was a 4 spy. Gratisfaction removes a man on rotation, leaving the hopes and dreams on the back of Maya now in the 1v4. Round that never should have been is a round that becomes 100 Thieves, 8-7 as they narrowly win out this first half, albeit by 1 round. Similar scoreline to Train, in fact, exact same. So will it be the same outcome, or are we going to see 100 Thieves take us the distance? Join us after a quick break to find out.
I've come to claim my throne, never letting go. These wings carry me, live this fantasy. Running through the fire, gonna let it burn. I am the Messiah, gonna let it burn. I'm running through the fire.
This one has gotten tight, very tight. And that means that we're going to be looking at the second half of play here between 100 Thieves and MIBR. And of course, we find ourselves on Inferno. Some good looks all around, Hugo. Some good Counter-Strike being played all around, and it looks like MIBR have shown up to play today. Can they do it on their T side? Biggest question of the evening.
It's what worked out for them yesterday. They had 70 rounds with none dropped against Furia. So let's see. I'm remaining optimistic. GGBet might have the odds, but we've got the evens. This is even Stevens, 8-7 at the end of the first half, and we're getting into things. T side for MIBR. Lots of utility, standard buy for them. We got Grat with a Molotov, interestingly enough, and he's not used it early towards B. He's holding onto it towards middle. Solo B setup for 100 Thieves. Huge risk in a pistol round, but MIBR are going to use it. They're going back towards B after showing some presence in the apartments. 100 Thieves, do they cotton on, or is it going to just be JKS on his lonesome?
Well, so far, they've got this info. Azure peeking top middle, trying to pick the fight. Try to get a pick even at that. Fur and him going blow for blow. No one actually garnering themselves a kill.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, re-peek from KNG. I think pretty ambitious to go for that on his behalf, but he tries to take the fight with the Glock and comes to pay the price. The B play now coming on through, and JKS has still been waiting patiently over towards the coffins. This time, falls on back and opts to wait for the rest of the team. 100 Thieves, they're going to play this one smart. They play it by the numbers. Molotov goes in to clear out Emo. Smoke down to cut off Banana. Fur is now very separated from this round. Taco is alone.
Oh.
And Fur, 3 points of health over towards Banana. This is an undoable round for this man. He's got to back on out. 100 Thieves, they'll get themselves the pistol round.
Yeah, a little detail there is MIBR throw a Molotov from Banana to coffins, and what that does is it pushes JKS back out of the site to play retake, but he's actually got a kit smoke. He's bought for the retake, so MIBR, they push 100 Thieves into a setup they're completely comfortable with a man advantage, with a molly on Grat, and with enough utility and kits to retake. 100 Thieves had no problem doing that with the B site. Of course, MIBR losing the player in mid certainly didn't help, but they did walk into the site with only one man, at least guaranteeing a bomb plant and forcing the force in the second round. They've got AKs, AK, Galil, and a couple of SMGs.
SMGs or sandwiches. Kind of sounds like sandwiches. And that's a meal made by Gratisfaction over in top mid. He cuts down Maya. Liaz naded down in the pit. Taco closing the distance over towards short side, but the flash is good. No kills come through for MIBR. In fact, every single one going in favor of 100 Thieves. JKS now gives up his position down here deep at Banana, but is able to get out of danger. And him holding Banana this actively and this unknown to MIBR was huge. It allowed 100 Thieves to have a 4-man stack over at the A site of the map. Now that they have this advantage, they've eased back into a standard 3-2 split. And this round should be theirs. Very little MIBR can do now, especially with that AK not finding anything. KNG, last man left standing, and he only survives for a while. It's going to be a 10th round on the board for 100 Thieves, and an eco now for MIBR.
Well, here are your GG.bet odds, and as it stands, I would say MIBR are making a good case for those odds shifting around a little bit. Still waiting for them to get themselves some sweet weapons.
Yeah, a bit of a worry in the second half. You know, favoring MIBR is nothing wrong with that, but 100 Thieves are in a good position right now. They're on the CT side. They've got a 3, soon to be 4-round lead before MIBR show their first rifle round. I wasn't a fan of the second round force for MIBR. The results aren't there either. So we've got to see if they can put their money where their mouth is in the upcoming rifle round. Jacob spotting, baiting them into the double peak. JKS tap. And yeah, this is going about as well as you can really imagine from MIBR. Not at all.
All calculated. As for the last man standing, nowhere to go, nothing to do, just no time to waste. Gets it over with, 11-7. But now the party should begin over here for the side of MIBR.
Yeah, I think this is where we're going to get a real taste as to how this is all going to stack up, because MIBR's T-sides have been looking good. Obviously, with the pistol and the 2 conversions going the way of 100 Thieves, it's a pretty picture right now for 100 Thieves fans. 11-7 up on their map pick, but things can still go awry here for this CT squad. Maya gonna try his hand at the mid peak, gets himself down into the pit with the Krieg. He'll just wait now, see if any peaks come his way. Lots of utility down Banana. That's 3 Molotovs thrown on in by 100 Thieves. MIBR now know that there was a 3-man stack here earlier in the round. Since then, though, Azza has migrated away.
And they have. No banana control here for MIBR. 0. Nada. Nil. Zilch.
Any more?
Goose egg. No, I'm running low, sorry. I got 0.
Yeah, I ran out of goose eggs the other night too, Trace.
So, was that when you were in Willy Wonka's house, or?
I thought that was more chocolate.
No, they had the golden goose egg.
Ah. I think this round might not be live.
That's what it smells like.
Yeah, we're seeing some typing, we're seeing some knifing, and no one's taken damage, so that's a good sign. That means, you know, in theory, no problems with restarting the round. And that's exactly what's going on. Backup being loaded, we're going to be very, very quickly back into the swing of things, and that's all what we like to hear.
Here's something exciting. We just had a submission, unsurprisingly, by Paula to the EPL meme review.
Oh dear.
And it says, "Your wish is my command." A dubstep remix of Hey Future Pros.
Oh my God.
It's actually happened. We requested this a couple of hours ago. Now, we didn't expect it to come through in quite a speedy fashion.
Is this real?
It is real. It is. I haven't listened to it yet, Rush. Maybe you can give it a listen
Let's check
when
it out.
we're not
Let's
on.
check it out.
Right side, inside, B-side. 3 smokes, 2 mollies, and 2 HEs. Outside, Future Pro 1. Future Pro 2. Future Pro 1. You will need 2 HEs. Future Pro 2. Don't mess it up. You. Future Pro 3. Aim at the CPU. Along with the HE.
Good.
That's
Oh
incredible.
my God, that is well. It's
The
pretty
rhymes
damn
are
good.
there.
Yeah, it's true. You know, they've worked with not a lot, to be honest. They made it sound good.
You've got some great bars, Rush.
Yeah, thanks, man. You know, hey, Future Pros.
I've actually just been told that we are going to get a clean audio version of
Yeah.
that, not out of Trace's phone, into the
Played
microphone.
into the mic, yeah, okay.
But, you know, while we're doing throwbacks, there's no greater throwback than all being huddled around a phone, you know, like listening to some music out of it because you didn't
Yeah.
have speakers, right?
I remember everyone Bluetoothing tracks to each other in school,
Yeah,
you know,
wow.
the good old days.
Once upon a time, fellas.
Kidding, these are the good old days. I guess not old, but they are days, and
They are good.
yeah, that's
And
what you need.
that's pretty much the recipe there for that one. Round restarted, and MIBR looking to get off to a good start. They've reinvested all across the board, and well, heading into their first rifle round, they will head up towards Banana.
Guys, I have a little bit of breaking news. Do you want
Uh-oh,
it?
yeah, hit
Yep.
us.
Astralis have announced a disbandment.
You're trolling.
Check it out.
You're trolling.
Do you want to know why?
What's this? I don't
If
get
I
the
had
troll.
to guess, I would say look at the time right now.
Yeah, you all right.
Ah, April Fools.
And that there is the only acceptable April Fool's joke. Trace has used it immediately. We are now down to 0. So everyone else could just not tweet or not say or not do whatever you're thinking of doing, and we'll just have a day off.
April
you
Fools
know?
ain't funny. It never has been. It
No,
never will be.
the whole thing about jokes is they're kind of funny when they're spontaneous. So having a day dedicated to pranks just feels like a bit...
Yeah,
like
we
a prank has to be unknown.
We
and
can
if
prank
something-
any time.
Yeah, I mean, you know, pranks can happen whenever, believe it or not. Like
Including April Fools.
Hugo pranked us the other day by making us walk all around the car
Yeah,
park
that
to
was
find
pretty
our
whack.
ride home, and then it was where we started. That's a prank, and that was done on a whim.
I didn't have to wait till April for that.
No,
Did it back in March before it was cool.
let's see now as they rush through this B site smoke. It's Fools made of Thieves
Ooh.
here. Jacob shut down with a double entry from Furt, and this B site now belongs to MIBR.
There you go.
That's a real dangerous round from MIBR, and you know, 100 Thieves try and match the method with madness of their own by flashing JKS or Jacob rather through the smoke, but it doesn't turn out too well for them. With some big entry kills. And that's what you like to see from this man. MIBR's first T-side round after the short pause with a contact smoke play. And 8 rounds on this T-side. The beginning of the comeback in the second half, looking to try and make this a 2-0. They picked up the first map of Train. That was their pick. Now they look to take away 100 Thieves.
Straight in he goes. For, like always, a bit of a mad lad with it.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, right? Like, I know it hasn't been a very good past few months for Brazilian Counter-Strike, but I feel like we're starting to get some real good signs of things to come, right? Even on an individual level. You know, you've got Furia looking great in the Pro League. You've got individuals on MIBR starting to step up. And for that, you know, you're looking at the likes of KNG and Fur, I feel like mainly, but Fallen's been having a great time as of late. And I know that's going to be fantastic because he is a real fan favorite. So this is exactly what we want to see from MIBR. A team that we wanted to see has now arrived, 8-11, and they're trying to close this gap even further. A victory in this round could certainly propel them to a pretty even scoreline. Smoke down over towards top banana. That's going to hold MIBR back a little bit longer. Bit of damage done there. And with the wall spam, KNG receiving the bulk of it. Oh, JKS is lining up a reflash for Jacob to try and retake banana. Now, this is risky considering how many players are here.
Oh, yeah.
So they will just play it safe, smoke it off. Jacob's going to try and play with fire here.
It's dangerous sitting on the left side of that smoke because you might get caught in the fire of someone spamming CT. It's not going to be the case, though. Jacob moves back in as the Molotov forces him out, and there it is, a spam forward CT. Jacob's there. He's ready, but he's only good for one. Fur with the entry, and he can double down. He will. But as of this time, keeping things even, not for long, as the advantages swap back, forward, and back again. Gratisfaction keeping 100 Thieves in this 2-on-2. Plant is allowed. And Gratisfaction has a flash to get back in. Liaz will throw one from spawn as well. They have the utility for the retake, but do they have the shots?
Yeah, crunch time right now for the 100 Thieves to get back into this bomb site. Just defending Fallen and KNG. KNG very low. They're going to walk right in. They're going to waltz right in there, tap the bomb, not sticking it. Know that these players are going to peek on that, but it's been just a blender of the 100 Thieves. KNG with the last kill, and it's MIBR with a 9th round on the board. Well,
Yeah.
damn.
That's played very, very well by MIBR. KNG does a great job of taking that peak, getting the attention, allowing Fallen to swing out. I don't know, MIBR are just looking a lot less jittery today, right? Everyone seems like they've come into this on the same page. That 2v2 is a great example of that from MIBR, right? Fallen and KNG do everything right there. And there's just not as much of a kind of... Panic is probably the wrong word. I don't think MIBR ever really looked panicked, but sometimes they just look a little bit
Lost.
out of touch, yeah, with what's going on. And here, now, I mean, we're not seeing any of that. This is like some vintage form from the likes of Fallen and Co. and the newer boys on the block, the newer faces in this squad, stepping up massively as well. And that's exactly what we need if they want to get this done in 2. 100 Thieves, they want to do anything but. They want to try and take us the distance here. Flash allows the players to get out, but no one's cleared Liaz. That is until Mayan pivots back on the spot. Fur has opened up A, and 100 Thieves, they've got 3 players over at B. This is another save called on in for 100 Thieves. And that comes with some problems of its own, because it's been really tempting them to go for these force buys, and as a result, they haven't really been able to find much as it's approached crunch time. It's now 10-11.
And just to be clear here, you're looking at these stats, you're like, well, how in the hell does Fallen have 19 ADR but 15 frags? That's because when the match meta comes through, when they reload the round, there is a bit of a problem in uploading those statistics. So those aren't entirely accurate.
That's a great call from MIBR in that round, right? They win back-to-back B rounds. 100 Thieves sent 3 players to B to throw utility. They're conditioned towards his site. It makes sense. They keep losing to these contact smoke plays, and Azza keeps coming through the smoke with only 1. So MIBR, instead of dueling in middle and trying to get control of top mid, top brackets and fighting for that, which will give 100 Thieves information and allow them to rotate that third man back towards A, they just pop halls. They just burst out apartments, and there's no one here to stop them. Liaz gets not even one kill. He gets forced off with the flash. Grat gets a single kill with the AWP, and there's just no one there to trade. There's not enough players here for 100 Thieves. So nice contact play from MIBR again. They're not letting 100 Thieves outbrain them. MIBR are just matching the pace of this T side very, very well.
Yeah, and they're trying to stabilize their economy right now. As you can tell, they've carried over into this round 2 rifles. They're going to try to play a forward position with Azar on that M4. He's going to get out in front of Carr here. Smoke is going to kind of break up what this hit would have been. Ooh. Check this out. A boost so that Jacob can look over the apartments into the other side. Little does he know that Fur is already in the window room. Gratisfaction with the boost. Someone's holding the close angle.
So something that's good here for 100 Thieves is that there's no second apps player. Not that they know that, but it means that, you know, they're not going to get what sometimes happens when you try and do this is you end up getting the kill, and then you find yourself kind of trapped because there was this close mid player. Now, First spots the boost ahead of time.
Oh, no.
Oh, my goodness, the timing's everything.
Wild.
Molotov was out, Gratisfaction gets by while the others get down. They leave the apartments and they leave Fur to fight the one man that they fed to the wolf. KNG. Oh. Not actually going to win that, but...
Did he realize he was even there?
He was hidden behind the pillar.
Yeah, it's a pretty horrid little angle.
While all the boiling going down in the boiler was happening on A, MIBR just walked into B. Kenji made a contact play again on the B site, and lo and behold, it was clear. It was empty. A stack on the A site. So another round win for MIBR.
How long was KNG pushed up there? He was sitting there watching Newbox for quite some time. Just waiting. And yeah, then they ultimately take the round, but... grief.
Yeah, this is a weird game, without a doubt. 100 Thieves are... I hope they're not getting in their own heads, because MIBR are rent-free right now in their brains. And they are reading this game very well on the T side. Some great calling from Fulham. I want to see where this goes now, though, because we've got rid of the eco. The A stack with pistols, not a worry. Now we've got guns. Now we've got an AWP. We're going to see 3B early for that utility to come down. But that third player should rotate fast if MIBR don't take control of the banana. So let's see what is the case. Deep Molotov in middle. Util all over B. And Fallen just going to spam. No one taking control here for MIBR. Just holding back passive. And 100 Thieves, yeah, they'll take banana with a smoke down. But that is of little value right now considering they're a man down. It does allow them to play AAA. And that's where MIBR are heading right now. But they can trade their way to a win, you would think.
Grat posted up over here towards the porch side with Zaylu. He unscopes at the most inopportune time. No. But here's Azza. Flashed off and found out.
That unscope has just lost 100 Thieves around. Unless Grat can hit multiple kills here, this is going to be done. But they're not checking him. They're not looking at the site. Grat missing shots. It can't afford to happen. He follows up. Pistol out, but he will be overwhelmed eventually. Dear, oh dear. That was in the palm of his hand.
Wow.
Yeah, for a very unfortunate one. And these are normally the times that you can expect Gratisfaction to step on up. So that's not fantastic. They misses a couple of shots there that could have completely changed that round up. You don't want to put so much pressure on just, you know, having one guy have the round on his back. But, you know, it could have been a very, very different round had any one of those things gone the way of Gratisfaction. He was still able to get 2, but ultimately not enough. And MIBR now find themselves in the lead, 12-11. For a guy who has rat is fact in his name, I'd love to see something a little bit more ratty from Gratisfaction.
Rat is fact. New hashtag for you all to kind of
rat is fact.
Grab onto there. Not sure what context you'll use it in, but...
He also has rat action in his name, which is...
Or, you know, rat is faction. That's the faction he aligns with, perhaps.
One of the rodent kings.
Oh, well, we know there's a few.
Rodent kings, huh?
Yeah, well, this will get chaotic, but we'll move past it. 12-11. MIBR have taken the lead. Can you believe it? 5 T rounds in a row after 100 Thieves go 3-0 in the start of the CT half. It's been silent since, and this might not be an exception to that rule. Solo rifle and JKS, pistols around it, trying to fight banana. Fallen has held on to this time and time again. Crouched by the logs. He's got support from KNG, and yeah, there it is again. I love this bait play from MIBR. They do it a lot. One player at the bottom of B spams the car to draw in the attention. 100 Thieves peek off the back of it, trying to peek into the spray and get the kill, and then they get repeat by Fallen on a different angle, closer than they assume. MIBR are closer than 100 Thieves assume. They're already in B. Jacob, he's got to do it all.
Oh, misses the spam. KNG wises up a little too late. Mayan's there to alleviate the pressure. Fur is lurking the long way round. This opens up a 2-on-3 over at the B bomb site. But with only pistols and a resmoke down in CT, this round is undoable. At least you would assume that. One kill will come in, but that should be the end of the success story for 100 Thieves. They spot Mayan. It's Fur's wrap. Really should have this round in the bag.
He's not quite there yet, but now he is. And there you have it. In a round that was all but done, MIBR put themselves up to 13 and just 3 away from taking the series. Sort of surprising turn of events, given the MIBR that we've seen, and this is a good look for MIBR.
And this is the horrid thing. This is this same Inferno problem rearing its head for 100 Thieves yet again. Something they've spoke about in interviews, something that they know that has been a problem for this squad. And they've remained optimistic, picking Inferno a large majority of the time in these series.
And on top of this, former teammates of the once legend, and still somewhat legend in his own right, Chad Sponge Burchill, who may or may not be watching at home currently. Shout out to him and that of the Vox Imanor crew.
Here's something else. That little like smoke spam Molotov play over towards Banana, the first time I remember seeing a team pulling that in consistently, funnily enough, if I'm not mistaken, Hugo, was Renegades back at the Berlin Miners. We noted them doing it there, or maybe actually it was the Katowice Miners. It might have been the Katowice Miners. I think it was. So yeah, that was a strat that these guys were pulling in a hell of a lot back then. Just used against them, wielded by MIBR. Gratisfaction peeking down through Banana. Does spot that first man, Fallen. I don't want to mess with him at Banana. If I'm 100 Thieves, I'm so worried. CT side, T side doesn't make a damn bit of difference. Fallen always able to find a kill here, it feels like.
He's 7-3 in opening jewels right now on this map. Like, that's sick. He's not even been on the AWP on this T side, just rifling right now. And there's another one. Add it to the tally. Fallen in a 5-on-3 here for MIBR. Trying to pack up this win. Do 100 Thieves have anything left in the tank? The AWP is here on B. It's a fake execute, though. KNG setting up utility to keep Grat in position. This double setup under Balk could yield something here for 100 Thieves. And there's a spray. Liaz getting the bomb, and Azza assists him as well. Molly can cut this one off. Fur needs to get a frag right here, right now, and he does spray and pray, but not for the second kill. Taco is wrapped long enough, and he does get a quick tap just about through the head of Azza. The bomb picked up and secured on this A site. But Grat is here before they're ready. He might have the element of surprise.
Well, AWP, though, could prove to be a problem against these two Kriegs. He's smoked off from Porch, might give him a little bit of an advantage in terms of view. And by that, I mean Taco just sees him faster than you. M14 there for the Brazilian side.
Oh, this must be a really horrible feeling for 100 Thieves, man. To have it happening again on Inferno, I don't know. It's always a weird one, because we've spoken to a few players from teams where we've seen like a map pick that used to be a go-to for them start to turn sour. And this feels like it could be another one. And that's always like a horrible situation to find yourself in, because how can something go from being a map that you feel so comfortable on to suddenly turning against you?
It does have something to do with, you know, other teams preparing for you, right? If MIBR have done their homework coming into this game, I'm sure they expected Inferno in the series. And also, I mean, MIBR Inferno, it's a map that they've, you know, through thick and thin, continued to play, sometimes to success, sometimes not. So it's not like, you know, MIBR are in unknown territory right now. They have plenty of maps played on Inferno. And right now they're showing that experience through. 14-11 up on an anti-eco. 100 Thieves are playing for overtime, and right now their time may be over. At least in this round. It's a 5-on-4. B contact is bailed here for MIBR. I'll set up utility instead and go for a standard execute, but I don't know if they're going to commit. That bomb seems to be peering out of B and maybe walking into the stack after all. 100 Thieves with their last smoke down in middle to stall this play. They do have 3 CTs on A, but not anymore. That rotation coming through, and oh no, have 100 Thieves just rotated as soon as MIBR bring the bomb back towards A. That could be awful. They're going to reconsider, and the right way, but with this utility going into B, do they believe it's a full execute, or do they fall for the fake?
Uh-oh. Yeah, so much attention being at least divvied out over here towards the B sites. Lias from the pit, and Jacob from the site side. This has gone horribly wrong so far for him. They have to recover this bomb.
How much ammo does Lias have? Okay, still 8 bullets. He's been spamming this CZ away. I was getting worried. 10 seconds. Yeah, the pace is going to get picked up now for MIBR. They've got to deal with Lias. They smoke him off. So the bomb plant can be found.
Wow. Uh-oh, do they know he's there?
Oh, Fallen goes back to deal with JKS. Lias is the only question mark, and they've seen him. He had 8 bullets in the CZ when he started this clutch, now down to 5 to try and keep the dream alive for 100 Thieves, and Fallen has his name and number. MIBR 15-11, and they might be about to pick up their first win in the Pro League here versus 100 Thieves. 5 kills is all that separates them from that reality.
A sick attempt from Lias. The last time we saw MIBR pop halls, there was Fallen in middle, throwing the flash over the roof towards pit. That's why Lias wasn't able to do anything. He was blinded off. This time, with MIBR having 2 players and Banana faking B, there was no utility to be thrown. It was a contact play. They were hoping 100 Thieves had fallen for it, but they had 3 players in A, and Lias almost makes that round a reality. Grat boosted over, even gets there just as the nade hits, but he'll see nothing towards second mid.
That might prompt an early rotation. You know, didn't get any information. Did have the nade come in, so he knows that someone's over towards that side of the map, and that's why we see 3 players over here at A for the time being. MIBR doing a good job of keeping these players' attention fixated over towards mid. That's going to keep this 2-man hold at B for 100 Thieves. MIBR, are they going to try and throw in just a flat B execute, a site that they've been very, very good at taking to try and decide this game?
Good timing on the grenade there. But here it comes. Full force hit. MIBR 5 deep over here towards B. So far it's Jacob that's holding it down. Azza to help him. Mayern tries to find an avenue into the site and ultimately pays for it. JKS coming online, getting his 10th frag. And now just Fallen. 1v5. He's going to get out of there. You know what, guys? That's not going to work.
The idea there for MIBR was smoke close wall on blue and wrap CT. They wanted to get maybe behind the ruins and come in on the flank through coffins, but Azza has been playing in the CT spawn, and the reason being is we've been seeing a lot of executes towards B, and every time MIBR have gone for those contact plays, it has been exactly that, contact plays, without, you know, smokes coming over and the push being given away. So Azza plays in spawn to flash for his team and to assist coming through a smoke. Well, this time it's not smoked, and he wins his fight. MIBR having to save a single gun. They've got loads of money, but Fallen doesn't want to give them a Krieg either. That being said, they've already got 3, so whatever, really. But 4 is better than 3, so he'll keep on to this. And 4x3 is better than 16x9.
Okay, couple things we're going to fact check there.
I think Chris J, for example, would tend to agree with you, disagree with you, rather. He's a 5x4 gamer.
No.
And I relate to that on a spiritual level.
But why?
Because 5x4 is like the better 4x3.
But why, though?
I know, Trace, there's just something about it. Those bullets, they feel like they're hitting like never before. Maybe that's because we're finally playing over on ESCA, 128-tick servers.
That's right.
They annihilate the competition in terms of the 64-tick MM.
And I think it's esl.gg/ESCA, so go ahead and check that out. Opportune time for a plug. Let's hear all the sellout.
Yeah, MIBR making a lot of attempts at these fast plays, and 100 Thieves feel more than comfortable in these situations. Gratisfaction, oh, he's in with a 3rd. He lights up the scoreboard. He's trying to get 100 Thieves across into overtime, and he just might get them there with this performance. It's a flawless round for 100 Thieves. 13-15. Still plenty of money for MIBR to throw about the place and churn out another investment in this round, but that money is starting to run low.
Trace, there's never that much love when we go OT, is there?
No, I was just thinking about that. For some reason, you are correct.
You pray, you pray.
That's why I need a 1 dance. Got a Molotov in my hands.
Ooh, more bars? Not just Rush.
Saving the bars for the mixtape.
Okay.
Anyway, back into it. And weapons back in the hands of MIBR. Maybe we're going to see this B hit again. Right now, a lot of utility been dumped down there on Banana by 100 Thieves.
I just want MIBR to slow it down a bit. Go back to what was working. You threw in a fast B, you got demolished. You throw in a fast A, you got demolished. So now, if they just go back to taking this apps default early on with banana control, that was what was their bread and butter all T-side long. I don't think there was any need to fix what wasn't broken here for MIBR. You know, maybe just looking to make a bit of a statement with like a big round-ending B push, but, you know, it didn't come through that way. And so they do go back to this slower default now, spreading out across the map. And what this means is that, you know, a lot more utility has been used for 100 Thieves. They're not going to have as many of these Molotovs to deny the fast plays. And even more of this utility is getting stripped away now as top mid control is taken by MIBR. This is already shaping up to look like a much better round. Now it just comes down to hitting their shots. They've got the map control they were after.
Yeah, and here's Gratisfaction, set up to be a menace towards the Arch, while the rest of the 100 Kriegs is spread out across the map.
Oh, he's going to go wide. No, he doesn't see them.
Goodness.
He thinks it's clear they're going to rotate B. This is a big error, and I think he's reconsidering it. They're walking up long right now as we speak, and Grat's about to meet his maker. Quick shot with a jump to bait his crosshair away. Mayon is going to help out with the kill. Liaz in the pit has been a champion, but there's 10 seconds left, and he's dropped the bomb. He might have just won the round. He might be taking them to OT, but they need to get the kills. They can't get the bomb in time, and it's going to be a round for 100 Thieves. It was a great round for MIBR, but that one kill from Liaz, that one kill, dropping the bomb with 10 seconds.
And even him doubling back right there, not really trusting the call. That's a bit of intuition over there for the side of Grat, at least. Man, 15-14, 29 rounds of Counter-Strike. Now we're going to look at round 30. Can MIBR close the door here? Are we going to OT?
Ooh, we got a Mac 10 here. It's money problems more than anything, but does that mean a change of pace? Does that mean back into these fast rounds that have not worked on this T side? Utility going up banana, mollies to follow. Look at the bomb, though. It's back to this same execute here for MIBR. The B fake with a contact play out of apartments. Last time they did this, Liaz mowed him down, and he has really come alive in the CT side. With the CZ alone, he did it. Now, at least he has a primary and a great grenade to follow. That's going to put a bit of a beating the way of MIBR. And with this position, he can avoid the flash. He doesn't. It comes out into his face, and he's going to get overwhelmed. There's a chance here.
Yeah, the comm came through, full rotation in now as the site has fallen to MIBR. Grat just trying to get a shot through the smoke.
Bombs on Balk.
Oh my goodness.
Oh no.
Could this have gotten any more awkward here on round number 30? Bomb plant from Fallen.
This just buys time for 100 Thieves to set up to the retake. The molly on, the smoke on Moto rather, is now gone, and there's only a molly and a flash on Taco to hold.
Yeah, this is going to have to be a huge 3-on-4 hold from MIBR. We need heroics, and we need them now. For Fallen and Taco, the three old familiar faces, have got to try and see this one across the finish line. Damage done by Fur. Fallen chimes in as well. It's down to the 2v2. Fallen, oh, lots of damage. JKS burns out his teammate, and Taco takes it in round number 30. MIBR 3-on-4. They hold down that A site, and they lock in the 2-0 victory. Their first victory here in the Pro League as they best 100 Thieves. That's all from this game, but we still have a lot to talk about. Join us after the quick break. We're going to be breaking everything down and talking about what this means for the standings.